Do you wash your rice before cooking it? You may be surprised to learn that the science behind this common kitchen practice is more complex than you might think. Welcome to the rice washing debate, a topic that has stirred up the culinary world. The act of washing rice is as diverse as the grains themselves, with practices varying drastically from one corner of the globe to the other. Traditionally, rice washing has been a method to rid our precious grains of unwanted guests like dust, insects, and remnants of husk. However, a recent study has thrown a curveball into this age-old practice. Contrary to what many believe, washing rice doesn't alter its stickiness or hardness. Shocking, isn't it? The texture is determined by the variety of rice, not the washing process. For instance, glutinous rice, regardless of how many times it is washed, will always be the stickiest of them all. So, if washing doesn't affect the texture of the rice, why do we do it? Let's delve into the science behind it. A deeper look into the science of washing rice reveals some interesting facts. The seemingly simple act of rinsing your rice grains under a faucet carries more weight than you might expect. Let's dive into the nitty-gritty. As we navigate our way through the modern era, we encounter a new kind of contaminant: microplastics. These tiny particles, often invisible to the naked eye, have found their way into our oceans, our soil, and yes, even our food. Washing rice can help to rinse off these microplastics, making your meal just a tad cleaner and safer. But that's not all. A recent study has shown that washing rice can remove up to 90% of bioaccessible arsenic. Arsenic, a naturally occurring element, is absorbed by rice from soil or water and can be harmful if consumed in large amounts over time. By washing your rice, you decrease your intake of this potentially toxic element. The benefits continue with the reduction of heavy metals. Rice, like many other crops, can absorb heavy metals such as lead and cadmium from the surrounding environment. These substances, if ingested in significant quantities, can have detrimental effects on our health. Washing rice can decrease the levels of these heavy metals, providing yet another reason to give your grains a good rinse. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. There's a flip side to the coin. While washing rice can remove potentially harmful substances, it also rinses out some beneficial nutrients. Elements like copper, iron, zinc, and vanadium, which are important for various bodily functions, can be washed away in the process. It's a delicate balancing act. On one hand, we have the removal of harmful substances, and on the other, the loss of essential nutrients. While washing rice can remove harmful substances, it also takes away beneficial nutrients. But what about bacteria? When it comes to bacteria, cooking rice at high temperatures kills all the bacteria. But here's the twist. It's not just about the cooking process. Once your rice is cooked or washed, how you store it becomes the game changer. Storing cooked or washed rice at room temperature may seem harmless, but it can actually turn your kitchen into a playground for bacterial spores. These spores can spring to life, producing toxins that can lead to gastrointestinal diseases. Not exactly the dinner guest you were expecting, right? Think of it this way. The rice has been cooked, the bacteria have been vanquished, but the spores, they're the stubborn remnants of that bacterial kingdom, waiting for the right conditions, like room temperature, to bloom again. What's the solution? Simple: proper storage. Keeping your rice in the refrigerator can help curb the activation of these bacterial spores, keeping your rice safe and ready for your next culinary masterpiece. Therefore, whether or not you wash your rice, how you store it plays a vital role in maintaining its safety and quality.